Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe. Now this start video. One of the longest running dramas on network television is NBC's Chicago Fire, which has been airing since 2012. The show follows Firehouse 51's paramedics, firefighters, and rescue squad members as they respond to crises throughout Chicago, while juggling their personal and professional lives. Over the years, the show has added a number of characters, some of whom have quickly become favorites among viewers and others who have left. The 13th season of the show is still evolving, adding new characters to keep things interesting. Michael Bradway's character Jack Damon is one of the newest members of the Chicago Fire cast. In Season 12, he made his debut as a firefighter on Truck 81, taking Derek Gibson's place. Though he appeared to be just another recruit attempting to establish himself, the season concluded with a significant twist. Jack is actually Kelly Severide's younger half-brother. This revelation gave his character more depth and raised questions about his motivations, background, and place in Severide's complex family history. However, his tenure at Firehouse 51 was short-lived, as his plot took an unexpected turn in Season 13. In Chicago Fire Season 12, Jack Damon made his debut as a new firefighter assigned to Truck 81. After Derek Gibson went to get help for his drug problem, he joined Firehouse 51 as a floater. Damon initially appeared to be just another new firefighter figuring things out, no different from other recruits. However, as the season went on, it became evident that he was far more knowledgeable with Firehouse 51 than was initially thought. He surprised Kelly Severide and the other members of 51 when he revealed in the Chicago Fire Season 12 final that he is her younger half-brother. Vinny Severide, a former CFD commander with a history of tense relationships, was Damon's father. Damon didn't know Benny well growing up, in contrast to Severide's other half-sister, Katie Nolan, who had a more strained relationship with their father. His connection with Severide was strained from the beginning because of this. He wanted to establish himself as a firefighter since he looked up to his older brother, but that admiration soon became problematic. Damon's tenure at Firehouse 51 became challenging in Chicago Fire Season 13. He had trouble with respect and discipline while serving on Truck 81 under Lieutenant Stella Kidd's command. On a call, he lied about defying a direct command from her. At first, Kidd ignored it because she didn't want to exacerbate the conflict between Damon and Severide, who had already been coping with a high turnover rate on her staff. However, she was forced to report him when things got out of hand. Kidd's leadership was questioned by Chief Dom Pascal, the new battalion chief at 51, who wasn't pleased with the turnover problem. Pascal resisted when she eventually insisted on having Damon taken out of her van, but after looking over her records and speaking with Mouch, who supported Kidd's leadership, he conceded that Damon had betrayed confidence and couldn't stay. Damon was sent back to the floater pool after Pascal formally terminated him from Firehouse 51 in Season 13, Episode 3. Damon was not pleased with the news. He accused Severide of abandoning him, just as their father had done, and blamed him for his dismissal. Their relationship appeared to be on the verge of permanent dissolution due to their conflict. However, Severide helped Damon secure a full-time job at Station 20 in Episode 4 by securing him a post at another station. Jack Damon initially debuted in Season 12 as a firefighter assigned to Truck 81. Although the two got back together, Damon hasn't apologized to Kidd. Therefore, that aspect of his tale is still unfinished. As a floater, he joined Firehouse 51 to cover for Derek Gibson, who had left the team to get help for his drug problem. When Damon was originally introduced, he displayed the usual zeal and resolve expected of a new firefighter, just like any other recruit. But as the season progressed, it became clear that his character was much more complex than first appeared. In the dramatic Season 12 final, Damon shocked fans by revealing that he is the younger half-brother of Kelly Severide, a key character on the show, and a member of the Firehouse 51 crew. In addition to the family twist, this revelation was important because it gave Damon's character more depth and raised questions about his motivations, past, and the complex dynamics with Severide and his family. Kelly Severide's complex family history is entwined with Jack Damon's backstory. Vinny Severide, the former CFD chief who had a tense and frequently problematic relationship with his children, is the father of Damon. Damon didn't know Benny well growing up, in contrast to Severide's other half-sister, Katie Nolan, who had a more strained relationship with their father. Damon's affection for his elder half-brother, Severide, was apparent from the beginning despite this. Despite Damon's desire to establish himself as a firefighter and his admiration for Severide, their relationship soon became more complex. Although Severide was surprised to learn that he had a new half-brother, their relationship deteriorated. Jack Damon's journey was far from simple, despite his promising start at Firehouse 51. He fought with his own identity and his connection to Severide, and his drive to establish himself as a firefighter generated extra friction. Damon encountered some difficulties while serving on Truck 81 under the command of Lieutenant Stella Kidd, particularly with regard to respect and discipline. When questioned about it, he lied to hide his error after being caught defying Kidd's direct order during a call. Kidd, who already had a high team turnover rate, first attempted to overlook the incident so as not to inflame the already strained relationship between Damon and Severide. But as time passed, Kidd came to the realization that she couldn't ignore Damon's actions. Kidd was compelled to intervene when it became evident that he was not getting better and was undermining team trust. Commander Dom Pascal, who had just assumed command of Firehouse 51 as battalion commander, was also becoming impatient with the continuous turnover problems. He started to doubt Kidd's ability to lead and was hesitant to let her reprimand Damon. However, Pascal reluctantly agreed that Damon's actions had damaged the team's trust after hearing from veteran firefighter Mausch, who backed Kidd's decisions. Damon was eventually fired from Truck 81. In the third episode of Season 13, Damon was formally removed from Firehouse 51 and placed back in the floater pool. His departure marked a significant shift in his character because it brought to light his tense relationship with Severide, his half-brother, as well as his bosses. The choice infuriated Damon, who accused Severide of the same kind of abandonment that his father had shown him by dismissing him. This created a huge emotional gap between them, although Severide made an effort to patch things up in Season 13, Episode 4. Severide utilized his connections to secure Damon a full-time job at Firehouse 20 after realizing that he required assistance securing a permanent employment in the fire department. Although their friendship appeared to have somewhat improved, the tension between them remained unresolved because Damon did not apologize to Kidd. There is a sense of unresolved business in his plot because it is uncertain if Damon will ever address his actions toward Kidd. Although Jack Damon's tenure as a full-time member of Firehouse 51 is over, it is possible that he will make a comeback in later seasons of Chicago Fire. The possibility of his character making a comeback in some form, whether it be in a crossover episode or during a visit to Molly's, the show's well-liked hangout, is still open. But for the time being, Damon's narrative has taken him away from Firehouse 51. Before he left, the possibility of a connection between Damon and paramedic Lizzie Novak was also hinted at, creating another potential storyline for the future. Despite his short but significant tenure with the squad, his complex family dynamics and personal hardships make him a compelling character to observe. Fans of Chicago Fire will surely be interested to see if Damon's story will reappear in the lives of the other characters as the show progresses. From his shocking revelation of his relationship with Kelly Severide to his unexpected debut as a new firefighter, Jack Damon's journey on Chicago Fire has been full of unexpected turns. His brief but eventful tenure at Firehouse 51 has brought to light his challenges with self-control, interpersonal connections, and establishing his value in the rigorous field of firefighting. Fans can only speculate as Chicago Fire progresses as to whether Damon will rejoin the team and how his relationship with Severide, Kidd, and the rest of the crew will change. Damon has left the team for the time being, but his unresolved issues and complex family history leave room for possible future storylines. For the time being, Jack Damon is still a fascinating, if a little mysterious, character in the Chicago Fire universe.